today's vlog is gonna be taking you guys through kind of what I do when I'm like struggling mental health wise. So lately I personally have been, I can't believe I'm sharing this on YouTube, but I'm a pretty open person for the most part. And I think that my whole purpose is to help others in their journey through my journey, like through what helps me. I think if there's something that's gonna help me, then I'd love to share that. We're having a whole dog party here. Yeah, so I actually went to therapy this week, and that was one of the things that I talked to my therapist about, and it's just like, I think my mental health has been struggling a lot because I feel like kind of a lack of purpose. I feel like I've kind of lost a lot of like what I'm meant to be doing just because I get so caught up in like the go, go, go. And I think even like creating content for me has been more of like, let me make aesthetic, pretty content. And I haven't been focusing on my podcast, which is something that like really fulfills my soul. Oh God, they're gonna start playing. This does not help my mental health. I mean, I guess it kind of does because it shows me that they're happy. But a lot of mornings that I'm trying to meditate, this is what happens. So then I'm like, oh my God, I can't. They're insanely hyper. Especially like in the mornings. Especially this little one, it drives me crazy. But I think it's so important to bring ourselves back to our purpose as much as possible. So this week, I'm trying to be super intentional on just bringing myself back to my purpose, which is why I'm even sharing this on this vlog, because something so simple and so like, something that we already know that I needed to be reminded of. So I'm here to remind you today to bring yourself back to your purpose. But today's vlog is really going to be all about just showing you what I do to help me on this journey of like, when I have mental health, like when I don't have so good mental health days. So I hope you guys enjoy today's vlog. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I hope you guys enjoy this one. Okay, so first things first of what I do when I'm struggling with my mental health. As soon as I wake up, I like to put on a nice outfit. That's why I'm wearing like a set. I woke up and I put on like a set just to make me feel, I'm not in my sweats all day because usually when I go to bed, I sleep super comfy with like a sweater. I end up taking it off in the middle of the night because my body heat. But look at this. This is nothing. They get worse. I'm gonna go vlog outside. They're too much. Okay, so great, now they're coming here. You drive me crazy. Really, guys? Really? Really? Oh my God. Okay, I came back to the room. They might follow me here. They follow me everywhere, especially freaking Blaze. He's like attached to me by the hip, which I love. And it kind of actually helps my mental health. It's funny, it's so cute, but weird that every time I'm crying, he actually licks my tears. TMI. But it's so cute. Like, I saw a TikTok the other day, and it was like, who, like in a room full of people who would choose you, like wholeheartedly. And it was like the girl's dog. I'm like, that's so me. My dog would totally choose me. But anyways, back to mental health and what I do to help me. So as soon as I wake up, obviously I force myself to get out of bed. That I know that's like a really hard step for some people to actually even get out of bed, because like sometimes depression and like anxiety can like really cripple you, but like don't let it cripple you. Like force yourself. Of course, don't force yourself out of the emotion, because I believe that we need to feel what we need to feel. And if our bodies need to release certain things, then we need to be open to releasing it. And we can't release what we need to release unless we feel what we feel. So I like to force myself out of bed, do my normal morning routine, brush my teeth. Hello, Blaze, great, now he has a ball. Brush my teeth, wash my face. Like I said, put on a cute like set on, something that makes me feel comfortable. And then make my bed. Making your bed is a really big one, because it makes you feel like you are accomplishing something, at least for me, because I don't make my bed every day, to be honest. So like whenever I do make my bed, it just makes me feel a little bit better and like cleaner and like I accomplished something. So then I like to clean my house. Just I've noticed like your environment has such an effect on your emotions and feelings. He's such a clown, oh my god. But I love him so much. So like your environment really and truly does have such an effect on like, I think your emotional state. At least for me, I am super sensitive to my environment. That's why I love living where I live, because of the natural light. Like it just makes me feel like so much happier and like bright and alive, and like I don't have to be in the dark. Like, because whenever you're in like a dark space, think about it, you're a lot moodier, you're a lot like, it's just a whole different vibe. So I like to clean my house, and then super important is some meditation time. So I've done this a few different ways depending on the day and how I'm feeling. So because I have to walk the dogs every single morning, like I have to do that, obviously. I live in a condo, so I can't just let them out and then they go to the bathroom. So some days whenever I go on a walk, I will like kind of put on like I'll take my headphones with me after they like do their whole business, like go to the bathroom. I will take them on an extra long walk. And of course they love these extra long walks, but in reality, these extra long walks are actually for me. So like meditating isn't just about sitting and like in silence and like silencing your mind. Meditation can be done in so many different forms and ways. So another way, like I said, that helps me is whenever I walk the dogs, I put my headphones on just because like they're noise canceling, and then I usually put on like my meditation playlist, and I would just make sure to be present in my walk and just like be super sensitive to like my surroundings and like just being in the moment and like detaching from my thoughts. So that's really what meditation is, just detaching from your thoughts and being in the present moment and just remembering to like breathe and, you know, just be in that beautiful space. So that's one way that I like to meditate. And then another way is obviously like your typical, where I will just like, I'll light an incense, just because for me, I actually recently learned that like lighting a candle and blowing it out, like it's such a beautiful example physically of like setting an intention. So I started doing that now. Every time I light an incense or light a candle or like blow it out, I will do it with an intention. And then so a lot of times when I like blow it out, it's like, okay, what am I letting go of? So like just these little tiny practices really help you to be intentional about your day. And they have helped me so much, which is why I'm sharing them with you guys. My typical, I sit down for 10 to 20 minutes usually and I'll meditate. I feel like those are super beneficial for me because like I'm really busy throughout the day. So like for me to slow down and just be present in the moment and just take those 20 minutes to just be with myself is like literally so crucial. And it's in the moments that we don't want to do it that we actually really, really need to do it. So like I try super hard to like force myself to do it, because when we're going through it, like when like my depression hits and my anxiety hits and like my feelings of loneliness hit, I like to just step away from like anything, everyone and everything. And then I don't even like to meditate because like, I don't know, if you struggle with mental health, you know, like you just like have no like desire to do anything. Like even the things that you know are good for you and are gonna help you, like you have no desire for it. So like we have to push through these moments and like know that these moments are gonna help us to be better. And I don't think these are ways to like mask the emotion. I think these are ways to work through your emotions in such a healthy way. So super encourage you to find the time to meditate, whatever it is. Like if it's for you, if the walks are going to work better for you, or sitting in silence is going to work better for you, or like staring at a beautiful scene is going to work for you, whatever that is, do it, because it's really going to help you and your day and like your mental health. Like it'll help you detach from like all these thoughts that are going on in your head, because when our mental health is bad, that's usually what happens. Our brains like to tell us so many things, like we're not worthy, we're meant to be lonely, we're meant to be depressed, we're meant to be anxious. So yeah, don't believe those thoughts, because they're not true. And meditating brings you back to alignment, brings you back to recognizing that you are so much more than these thoughts. You are better than these thoughts. So yeah, super encourage you to meditate and do that because that helps so much. So another thing I like to do is I like to read after, I'll usually do it after I meditate. I'll read for like about 10-20 minutes. All of my books, to be honest, are like self-help books just because I'm on this journey of like, I want to better myself and live a better life. Like short fiction, nonfiction, all those books are good for you too. Like they're good, like relaxing and like easygoing things. But this is just part of like my mental health routine that I like, and it works for me. So I've been reading, 101 Essays to Change the Way That You Think. Love that book. And then I have a whole bunch of other ones that like are like little short poems that like are super helpful for me and my mental health. Like just things that are gonna encourage me and remind me that like I am enough and I am okay and I'm gonna be okay. So of course I super encourage any other books. I think whenever we're struggling with mental health, it's important to read things that are gonna encourage us and remind us of our true selves and bring us back to that alignment. So after I read, I will journal. And my journal is like my diary. It's almost like I just kind of write out like how I'm feeling, how I want to feel, why I think I'm feeling the way that I feel, or like sometimes I just write down like goals and aspirations for like my future. I really just allow myself to just write whatever I feel. I don't have like a specific goal or plan when I'm journaling. I just write literally anything. It can literally be anything. Like I had the best sushi last night and it made me feel so happy. It's so amazing that the little things in life can bring us happiness. Sometimes my journaling is like literally that short. Or like my dog did XYZ and made me so happy, or this person did this and it really hurt my feelings. Like literally your journaling does not need to be like 10 pages long. Sometimes they're like 2-3 pages long for me, depending on how much I need to let out. But journaling is whatever you want it to be, literally. You can look up on Pinterest like journal prompts if you want. That can be helpful for you too, like if you struggle with journaling. But journaling is such a beautiful release of like what's going on in this thing. Like when I'm struggling with mental health, sometimes I'll literally write down like the thoughts that my brain is telling me because it's not my true self. But like if I'm not feeling enough, or if I'm feeling lonely, or if I'm feeling like depressed, I'll literally write that down. And whenever you write things down and like speak about them, they help you to let go so much. Okay, so I don't know what number this is, but I think number 5. So the next thing that I'll do is I'll make sure to go to therapy that week for sure. So like last week I was super struggling with my mental health. And so I made sure that I had a therapy appointment, like for sure, which like I said, helps me so much to like figure out where all of these feelings and emotions are like stemming from. So, and of course my therapist reminded me like, like you just like don't like allow yourself to like release whatever emotions you need to release. So like this last weekend I'll be super honest, I had a super like depressed and lonely weekend. I've struggled with that like my whole life. So whenever it comes up in the random because we just love that, don't we? And I happened to like be home all weekend by myself. So like it was even worse because I wasn't busy. So it's fine, I got through it. I was able to release whatever I had to release because like I feel so much better now. I allowed myself to feel whatever I had to feel. Therapy helps so much. I was able to like talk to my therapist about it when I went to see her and just kind of dissect it and like recognize where it was coming from. And I think, like I said, a lot of that was coming from 1, my PTSD, and then 2, just like not fulfilling my purpose. Like I haven't been aligned with my purpose. So I really need to get back to podcasting. I just haven't because I've been so like busy with like the studio and then like just so many life things and like, so yeah. Those are a lot of key things that help me so much on this journey of mental health. So I hope that this resonates with you guys and helps you in some type of way or form, because it's truly what has helped me so much. And also, like, reach out to people. Like, don't think that you have to be alone, because we don't have to be alone. That's something I struggle with for the longest. Like, I feel like it's kind of like, I don't want to be a burden on people, but like, we are here for one another. And like, if somebody can't hold space for you, then they won't hold space for you, and that's okay. You can't take that as like a bad thing or a negative thing. We can't hold space. Imagine if somebody reached out to us when we're going through it. Like, we can't hold space for them, and we shouldn't. We should be open and honest about that. So there's always going to be somebody that can hold space for you and like be there for you in the capacity that you need. So reach out to others, especially people that love you. Like, people love you for a reason. So yeah, hopefully, again, this is super helpful, because this is like obviously a hard topic that not a lot of people will talk about or open up about. So especially me, I'm surprised like that I'm like opening up about this as much as I am. But I do, again, feel like this is my purpose, to serve others in a way of like reminding them that like they're not alone in their feelings, because you are not. We all feel super similar, and yeah. So actually, here's another thing that I like to do too. While I am actually cleaning, I will kind of put on like YouTube, but I will put on like some Esther Hicks, some Esther Perel, some Gabby Bernstein, like just like a talk by them. And like, I feel like when you're filling up your brain with these like positive affirmations, it really just helps you to feel so much better, honestly. So that's what I'm doing now. If you just type in Abraham Hicks, then you'll find some really good ones from her. See, so like this one, delicious words from Abraham, your soul needs to hear today. So like, do I feel like that's calling to me? Yeah. Or there's this one here, let go and fully trust the universe is working out. I think I'm gonna do this one. Delicious words your soul needs to hear. It's so pretty out that I think I'm gonna meditate outside. Actually, last year when I had first moved in here, I was meditating on my balcony literally every morning, and it was literally so magical, especially after like going through a divorce that I went through. Like, it was literally so healing in so many ways. Like, I would just come out here on my balcony and like the fresh air and just like being in the moment and like seeing sunsets every day was literally magical. And it still is. It just has been so hot that I haven't been able to meditate out here, but it's so beautiful out today in Florida. I'm gonna meditate outside. That's a part of my mental health reset every morning is these affirmations. So I got this on Amazon actually, and I love. A lot of times when I can't read or even meditate, I still like to pull a card, just because, again, filling up your mind with these positive affirmations and things that are gonna fulfill your soul and things that are going to remind you of your truth and remind you how worthy you are, because we stray away from that usually when we're struggling with our mental health. So these cards are freaking amazing. I just pulled mine for today. Usually what I'll do is I'll just kind of like, it comes like in a card like this, like a whole pack like this, and usually what I'll do is I will just kind of mix them up, and whatever card I feel called to is the card that's meant for me that day. Some days they are super meaningful, other days they aren't. But how funny, today, the one I pulled is actually this. I don't know if you can see it. So it says, I live life with a constant sense of intention. From moment to moment, I know why I am here. And I find that so interesting because this whole vlog is really just about being intentional through our days that we're struggling with our mental health. So I love that. I needed this. Usually when I pull a card, I would just kind of sit with it, put it on my heart, and just kind of take it in. Especially on days that I feel like it really touches me, like today, like I feel like I needed this one. Just because, again, I am bringing myself back to my purpose. So I love pulling these cards. I will link them in my Amazon storefront. So another thing that I love to do with these cards whenever I pull them is I like to make sure that I would just kind of put it in, great, that's Blaze and Winnie again. I will make sure to put it like in a spot that I will see it for like the whole day, or at least until I pull another card. So that way, like, it's just kind of little reminders around that, like, whatever my purpose is. So yeah, I love these cards. It actually came with like a little stand, which I keep in my office for whenever I pull them in my office. But I haven't been working in my office lately, so I just kind of like, today I'm gonna put it right here by my coffee spot. Literally just lay that down right there. And I pass by that spot literally multiple times throughout the day, so yeah. Okay, so another thing that I like to do for my mental health too. So if you know me, you know that I used to be a plant hoarder, and I used to love caring for all of my plant babies. I still do, but when I moved, I got rid of a lot of my plants just because I kind of went overkill, and I just had too many plants, and it was just too much to maintain and take care of. So now I have my pothos. I have two pothos actually. I have one here and then one in my office. I have my money tree. I have my monstera. Don't mind that. I need to get like a stick for it so we can like hold it up. But I can't believe her. She is thriving. And so is this baby. My cactus is freaking thriving as well. Like, look how tall that thing is. Like, it has to be at least like 6-7 feet. She is huge. So something else that I love to do whenever my mental health is struggling is I make sure, usually actually it happens to be around water day. So like today I definitely need to water my plants. Again, I'm feeling so much better mental health wise, which is why I'm vlogging, because I definitely can't vlog. I don't know how some people do it. Like, I'd be crying on camera the whole time. And then we can't be doing that. Like, there's no purpose in vlogging if I'm just crying the whole time. But so like for me, I just feel like I'm connecting with Mother Earth, and I feel like I'm connecting with myself through the plants. And it's reminding me that I need to water myself. So in the act of watering, again, being super intentional, in the act of watering my plants, it reminds me that I need to water myself and pour into myself. So like, I usually think like, what's one thing today, when I water my plants, I'm like thinking, what's one thing today that I can do for myself to fill myself? I'm not sure what that's gonna be today. We'll figure that out as we go. But yeah, let's water these babies.
We're moving through the night like we're from a different star, flying over streets and our broken hearts, but they can't even touch us. We found
if you're somebody who doesn't have kids or dogs, the plants I think are a really good first step of caring for something other than yourself. It makes you feel like you have a little bit more purpose and meaning to life. So I think that's why I really like fell in love with plants, because of that, number one. And then like two, I think that they have like so many beautiful lessons to teach us, like how we need to water ourselves, how we need enough sunlight, we need enough light to grow and flourish. So I can go on and on about the lessons that plants teach us, but yeah, I love plants. I definitely suggest at least one plant to take care of, and truly, like, they're beautiful. They're really, really beautiful to like watch grow and like take care of. Like I said, it gives you like a sense of like purpose and meaning. I definitely suggest starting with a pothos, which is this like long viney one. Super easy. Don't mind my stuff over here. Super easy to take care of. Yeah, they're beautiful plants. They grow super fast. You can literally make multiples of them super easily. Like, you can propagate them and make babies super easy. So definitely suggest starting with that one. They don't require a lot of maintenance and work. So yeah.
We're feeding the fears and the doubts. Ooh, but we go the way run till the end and we run without.
I want to read to you guys a little something that was in my reading today. And this is why I say that I love to read things that are going to help me, especially when I'm struggling, because literally the words that we hear through our meditation, and then like through the affirmation cards, and then like through our reading, like it just really like fills my soul and reminds me of who I am. So this part really touched me today. It says, when you feel like giving up, remember that you shed your tired skin every 27 days. You were not made to hold your past within you. You were not made to carry it all on your back. You physically let go of every bad thing that has ever touched you, of every pair of foreign hands that has unbuttoned your shirt, but never your demons. You let go of every regret, every insecurity. You are always gifted a clean slate. And then another part too that was really beautiful. Over here it says, repeat after me. You were made to survive. Every single part of you, every single perceived flaw, and every single aspect of who you are was made with the intention of defying the odds. You were bred from tough celestial pieces of this world, and therefore it will never be able to defeat you. So beautiful. So this book is A Gentle Reminder by Bianca Sparsino, and I also got it from Amazon. I'm sorry, this is why I don't know how people vlog like crying the whole time. Like, this is me crying for like a few seconds, and I hate vulnerability. So like, it's tough. It's tough for me, and I know that me facing my vulnerability goes hand in hand with my purpose. So yeah, it's hard. It's hard to show our true selves, like, and who we are and what we struggle with to the world. But again, I know that that's my purpose, and like to show others that we're not alone on this journey. I feel so much better after literally having those moments to myself in the morning of just this like mental health reset routine. I hope that you guys find this helpful throughout your day. Something that really, really helps me whenever like I'm feeling super anxious or stressed is literally just pausing in the moment. This will take you 2 seconds. Pausing in the moment, taking deep breaths, like super slow in through the belly. Like, you're gonna breathe in and then just breathe out. Super slow. Do it like 2 or 3 times, and you will see that it will literally help you so much to just in the moment like kind of ease that stress and anxiety, because I do that all throughout the day, and it helps me so much to like not hold on to so much. Also, it's crazy how much we hold on to within our bodies. I think that's why crying is also such a beautiful release. Like, if you need to cry, allow yourself to cry. You will feel so much better after. Like, I think we need to listen to our bodies a lot more. It's something that we don't do a lot. We like to hold back and hold on to so many things. So throughout the day, do like a little body scan, a little body check. Like, literally check and see, are you clenching your jaw? Are you like tensing up, like, you know, like releasing your, like you need to release your shoulders. Like there's so many ways for us to be in tune and align ourselves, like just on the day-to-day within the little moments. So I hope you guys found this vlog super helpful. It was really fun to share with you guys a little bit more of like my inner worlds and like things that I do to help me realign myself, because I struggle seriously with my mental health, and I have for so many years, and it wasn't until like the past few years that I started to really like dive deep into like this self-discovery journey, and so much has changed for me. Like I found so much purpose and meaning in my life, and like I went from so many years of like not wanting to live to now I love life. Of course, don't get me wrong, those emotions do come up from time to time. Like I said, this weekend was a rough one where you just feel like you're not enough, and what's the purpose, you know, of us and life. And but life is so beautiful, and you can find the beauty in it in so many little moments. It's just about being in that aligned space to see all of the beautiful things in life. So I love you guys so much, sending you so much peace and love on your journey. I hope that you enjoyed this vlog. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, love you. In case you needed to hear it today, you are enough. You are more than enough, and you are so worthy of all of the good things that can come to you.